As you will probably understand from the way that I speak and my accent, I'm not a native English speaker, but I did become fluent in English by simply observing the language, meaning that I was watching a lot of TV series and YouTube videos and practicing spoken language on the internet by simply finding people on different applications and social media that I can speak and practice my really bad English that time, which helped me a lot. I already have a detailed video about how I learn English in 6 months, good enough to get a job. I will just simply leave it right here so you can go and check if you're interested. Welcome to Speak English with George, and just to remind you, I've never lived in any English-speaking countries and I've never studied English in any international schools. Plus, I don't have any education that somehow can be relevant with learning languages. Everything that I have done with English was completely on my own. And today I want to talk about something that happened to me when I was pretty much able to understand native speakers, TV series, movies, people around, but I couldn't speak English almost at all. And that was painful, that was difficult, and I didn't understand what's going on. Like, what should I do at that time? And if you're struggling with the same problem, I just recommend you to watch up to the end, and maybe you'll find the solution for you. Because this is exactly what helped me, and I believe this is the best and right approach to become fluent in English. In this video, I will give you exact instructions, what exactly you need to do, what you need to change, and how you can do better. Let's start with the problem that stops us from developing our speaking abilities. And I guess it even comes from our school, since we have the broken systems, and in many countries, maybe in even most of the countries, we have a lot of income learning, but we don't do a lot of outcome. And just think yourself, if you're doing a lot of tests, you learn grammar, you learn how to pass those tests, you learn words and sentences, but you never speak the language, how you're going to use it out of your school? It's just not possible. So that's why we need to find another solution and another approach to the language that you learn, not necessarily English, but my channel is about English, so let's talk about English here. And there is something even more important. When you're trying to learn something, let's say the grammar, and you spend a lot of time by focusing on one simple thing, right? And you cannot do that. You're just becoming tired first. You first becoming tired. Second, you just don't want to do that anymore. And third, it doesn't make much sense for you. You definitely need to change something here. And I'm not saying that you necessarily need to stop everything that you're doing right now, stop everything that you watch or listen to. That's not how it works. Yeah, we have to keep in mind that there's some passive vocabulary that you have to have, and then later on you can transfer those words, that vocabulary that you have already, into your active vocabulary, which you are going to use in your spoken language. But you have to have enough comprehension abilities for you to understand other people. Plus, I always keep repeating and saying that repetition is the key ingredient to everything. If you like watching YouTube videos, don't forget to rewatch them. If you're trying to master English grammar, for example, or present perfect, just don't forget to rewatch the video again. And that's how you can just deeply learn anything you want, by rewatching or re-listening the material that you're interested in. That's how it works. Simple as that. Now, when we understood that there are a lot of words in our passive vocabulary and we can understand it, but we cannot speak it because it's not in our active vocabulary, what do we need to do instead? Of course, you can just simply go to another country and find an international school, or you can find a tutor and have 5 classes a week. But how you can do that for free instead? Let's talk about it. The first recommendation that I have is shadowing. What is it, shadowing? It's not when you're just watching the TV series and not doing anything, sitting back, laying down on your couch. It's simply when you're just following and repeating or imitating everything that your character that you've already chosen in the TV series, let's say, and you're repeating everything that he or she is saying, exactly the same way that he or she pronounces the words, intonation, etc. So you're completely mirroring everything that you hear. The second method, how you can improve your speaking skills, is simply retelling everything that you've learned so far. So let's say you watched an episode of a TV series, and now you can look in the mirror to make it more realistic and interesting. Looking in the mirror, you can retell everything that you remember about the actors or the main plot, everything was going on there. Doesn't matter, as long as you speak and you feel comfortable. Not necessarily comfortable, as long as you're talking, you're fine to go. The third method, what you need to do is to find native speakers on the internet. It can be some free applications like Tandem, something that helped me a lot. So you can find there some native speakers who are interested in your native language, and you can talk to them as long as you want. You can send each other audio files, texting, do video or audio calls, whatever you want. And when you're going to start talking to other people, you might overthink about some things that which will stop you from developing yourself, such as what preposition I should use, what English tense I should use, how to say that, what other people are going to think about me and my English. Don't even bother yourself thinking about it. It's not what you want to focus on. So you might need to develop that right mindset. Instead of trying to speak with no mistakes, try to speak more and try to spend more time, and being consistent is very important here. And to be more consistent with everything that you are trying to do, you need to have a plan, you need to have a schedule. That's what I highly recommend everyone, and that's what I do myself. You need to set up a goal, you need to set up a schedule. I understand it can be very difficult. A lot of people have families, kids, work, and what helps me a lot here is simply, what helps me personally is simply doing everything in the morning. So I do have some morning routine, and then I have breakfast, and then I spend an hour to learn my target language, which is Japanese. I think it depends on people and your schedule, but listen to yourself, think about what exactly you want to get and how you want to learn and what you want to watch. And don't forget that learning a language is not as simple as we want it to be. It takes time. Just be patient to yourself and listen to yourself. And when you have enough income learning and outcome learning, you will definitely become more fluent and automatic. And that's what I'm trying to share, how you can become more automatic and speak without thinking, based on my own experience. If you have any additional questions about the topic that I just went through, please leave a comments below. I will be happy to answer all of them. And if you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao for now.